Michael B on Fox 16. Cook is here to review Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, and a book about maps.
Atlas.
Okay.
Let's talk about Furiosa today first, opening today at theaters near you. This is a prequel to the 2015 Fury Road film. Here, the story starts off with a young Furiosa. She's kidnapped from her home, which is hidden away. It's kind of a place of abundance. She's taken in by warlord Chris, played by Chris Hemsworth, and then she eventually grows up and escapes, and then goes to work for Morton Joe, where she is a guard of war rigs that are, transporting fuel and food back and forth. Like the previous film, this movie is full of intense action scenes that just leave you on the edge of your seat and breathless at times. But what it does a little bit better than the first one, it has more of an emotional heft, where we learn more about Furiosa and how she came to be who she is, and her family and the emotional journey that she goes on. This is a movie that is worth seeing at the theater, because the action is, when there is action, it is just non-stop, and it's worthy to see on the big screen. It is helpful if you have seen Fury Road, because there's some storylines that continue, and of course I personally think Fury Road was one of the best action films of all time. This one is no slouch either. I really enjoyed it. Anya Taylor-Joy playing the adult Furiosa is absolutely fantastic. She only has like about 32 lines of dialogue in the whole movie, but her physicality, her charisma really comes throughout this action flick. I really enjoyed this film. I hope you go see it this Memorial Day weekend. You'll enjoy it, which is why I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, okay, that's pretty big.
Good film.
But I do wonder, when did Thor become part of the series?
he did this new one, yeah. Of course, they put a nose on him to kind of make him not look as crazy handsome as he is.
To make him not look so much like
me. Yeah,
me.
exactly. I thought it was like a dead ringer. Let's talk about the next movie. It's called Atlas, premiering today on Netflix. It's set in the future. Jennifer Lopez plays an analyst. In this future, AI, they made them into humanoids, and they become terrorists attacking the human population, killing millions of people. Simu Liu plays the leader of these AI, who eventually flees to another planet, and Jennifer Lopez helps as an analyst, leads the team to go and try to take him down, because clearly he wants to come back to Earth to destroy it. But she has a hatred of AI for personal reasons. She refuses to what they call link up with AI, but she has to on this forbidden planet, as you can see there. Let me just say now, this is a horrible movie.
You're gonna jump to it, huh?
I'm not gonna tell you more. It doesn't matter. The plot doesn't matter, because it is not. The CGI is just horrible.
Really? Huh?
The dialogue is just clunky and not particularly interesting. They tried to make Jennifer Lopez one of the world's most glamorous women. They figure by tussling her hair, maybe you won't notice that she's just this amazing charisma that comes through no matter what. Simu Liu, who's a good actor, he's completely wasted. We don't really hear his story until toward the end of a third act. And this movie is like a mishmash of all the science film movies that you love in the past, of like Terminator 2 or Blade Runner or a bunch of others. It's just, please just don't waste your time. Get outside, do something else. This is just not a good movie. It's sad to see. I wish Jennifer Lopez was getting a little bit better movies to do, but this one, I have to give a 3 out of 10.
Whoa!
Just bad. I mean, you knew
your mom's not even proud
exactly.
of you anymore.
Your mom. If you're in a movie, your mom's always going to be proud, I would hope. But this one, 3 out of 10. Just skip it.
Well, as you were describing, I actually thought you were going to say, Jennifer Lopez, and then Nicolas Cage was going to be in there too.
Exactly.
It just sounds like a perfect combination for Nicolas Cage and J-Lo.
They should. You never know. We should become casting directors.
He could have brought it up to maybe 3.5.
Right.
All right. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.